Hey, welcome to the Excel course, your one-stop guide to mastering Excel from the ground up and no VBA required. Whether you are a student or a working professional or a business owner or just someone looking to level up your spreadsheet skill, you are in the right place. In this course, we will start from the very basics and build all the way to the creating powerful dashboard, mastering function, and working with pivot table. Even diving into a Power Query with practical hands-on example. By the end of this journey, you will be confident and navigating Excel, analyzing data, automating tasks, creating beautiful reports that tells a story. So grab your coffee, open up Excel, and let's get started on this step-by-step journey to becoming an Excel pro. Let's go. We have a data sets. In this data set, we will practice each and everything from basics to advanced. I get this data set from the Kaggle, so you can download from there or you can download this practice set in the description button. I'm starting from the basics. What is Excel and its use case? Before we move to the function formula, first we understand the basic things, the what is the spreadsheet and what is the Excel. Excel is a spreadsheet application developed by Microsoft that allow users to store, organize and analyze data using row and column. So what is the spreadsheet? Because Excel is a part of spreadsheet, but what is spreadsheet? Spreadsheet is just a combination of row and column. Column means your vertical line, row means your horizontal line, and all the multiple line intersect each other, and in this point of intersection the cell is generated. This is called the intersection point and this is the cell. In this cell we will enter the numeric data, non-numeric data, text data, the three kind of data. Mostly we input this cell and the combination of multiples of cells data is called the worksheet. Use case: business reporting like monthly sales report, budgeting and forecasting, example household or business budgets, data analysis like sorting, filtering charts, inventory management means products stock tracking, project management means task list with deadlines and status. Those are the basic function. That's why the people or all the person using the Excel. Next is Excel interface. What's the Excel interface? First, we move to the ribbon. This is called the ribbon portion. Ribbon is the toolbar at the top containing bar like home, insert, page layout, formula. This ribbon is a part of thing where each and every kind of operations is done. Like in here is a insert. You can insert pivot table, shapes, charts and graph, slicer timeline, text box, word art. Means in here you can additionally input something let's see more than a row and column data like tables and charts. Same like formula. Formula is a library of function where all the functions and the function as a group was like financial, logical, text, date, lookup and reference, math, and more function. Also, the define name features. Define name is a name range. In future, we will learn and know how to use the name range. Next is the formula auditing. This is the most important point. Auditing part. Formula auditing. There is a calculation option. There is a very well trick. Here's the calculation option. So we will move further. Same is the ribbon. Then is the formula bar. Formula bar means this is the function. This is called the formula bar. You can enlarge it or you can move to the default position. This is called the formula bar where we can contain formula, or if we enter the formula, someone formula is here, we also edit from this formula bar. Next is the name box. Name box means the cell address. Name box specifically used for a cell address. Like this is a S6, so the name box is showing S6. The S6 means the S is the column and 6 is the row, and both combination is the address of the cell and which it is showing in this name box. One thing is the column name is always prioritized by Excel. That's why the column name is starting, and additionally then the row number. It is not showing the 6s, it is always showing the S6. Then is the workbook and worksheet. Workbook is the entire Excel file, like this file. This file name is the Excel underscore skill India underscore practice set. This is a workbook, and this workbook contain the multiple worksheet. So worksheet is a single table within the workbook, like sheet 1, 2, and in example workbook is contain the multiple worksheets such as sales sheet, expense sheet and summary sheet, all within one file. Next is navigation by arrow control plus navigation. Arrow key. Arrow key is to navigate from up, down, left and right. In Excel, you can use that kind of arrow key to move up, to jump the edge of the data region. Like in here, you are in this cell and then you press Ctrl up. So you go to the edge of this same column of the first row. So this is a shortcut trick and uses of arrow key. Next is editing and entering the data. To editing and entering the data, I take a additional worksheet like your boss said you have to create a manager wise total salary. So first of all you need a serial number to make a count. Managers salary. Then you have to enter one manager name salary. Then you have to again the name manager salary. But the serial number is 1, so you have to make the serial number 2 and 3. There is a two way. First way is equals to this cell addition 1, then copy paste. Automatically this subsequently addition and the number will increase. Next option, is first you have to double click the edge, then click the fill series. In this fill series is automatically fill up is a number starting with 1 ending with 3. This is a basic data entry. Next is saving file. This is most important thing, how to save and which extension we will use. Like this is Excel 365 function, 365 latest tool with updated version. And if you have a 97 2003 like Excel version, then the extension is differed. Like current extension is XLSX. Current extension is XLSX. Next extension is the older extension is XLS. So this is the current, this is the old. So if you have a older file, this file will be opened in this Excel version. But if you have a latest file, but this latest file can't be opened with this older version of Excel. Next is CSV. CSV means the comma separated value. Comma separated value. This is a text format for data exchange. In future, we will learn the SQL. That moment we will know how the SQL is exported file and input file from a CSV to flat file. The CSV is a total text file with a comma. Those comma are converted to the column whenever you are importing the CSV file in your Excel. In future we will demonstrate it. Next is basic formatting, font color border. To maintain font color border, go to the basics. Like this is the data and you have to color or you have to highlight. There is a multiples of color. So first make it default. First thing first. The course will make you the ninja level of Excel, but you have to maintain few basic things. First, don't use your mouse. Don't use your mouse. The Excel is made to manage and operate it with a totally keyboard. Like I have to colorize this manager with a highlight. Press the Alt. When you press the Alt function, all the ribbons are pre-activated. The ribbon activated and the home is showing the H. Press the H. Then that only home and in home ribbon all the functions are activated. Then you have to background this color or highlight. To make it highlight, it is showing H for highlight. Press again H. Then use the arrow key. The manager. Then this is the general format. General format because it is showing the general format. This is general number format. You have to make it the currency format. There is a two way. First, press Ctrl Shift then press 4 in your keyboard. Ctrl Shift then press 4 in your keyboard. This is converted to the Indian currency format. Or press Alt then H, then number format means in, then drop, use the arrow key, go to the number, then currency, press the enter. This is the basic things of formatting. In future we will learn the conditional formatting and many other stuff. So stay tuned. Next is adjusting row, column, resize, height, unhide. Go to the basics. Like you have the data in this format. At a glance, you will know this data is not properly adjusted with this worksheet. That's why those data is showing the hash sign because it is overlapping. The cell size is lesser than the content size. the content is greater in this cell. To make it adjustable, we are using auto width function. To use the auto width function, first of all select Ctrl A. Ctrl A using to total selection of data. In here this is a smaller portion of data, so press the Ctrl A. Then press Alt, then H, O, I. This is called auto width function. Then next task is you have to use the border line. First, inside is the general border, outside is the thick border. To use this border, the home function has a border function beside the bold, italic and underline. So you have to use Alt H, B means border, then all border means A, then you have to use the thick border outside, same as Alt H, B. Thick border is T, then it is called data is properly colored, properly number format, properly in border and outside with the border. Those shortcut is very essential to make your Excel knowledge better and faster. Fast is the most important thing, so you have to be faster. So leave left your mouse or keyprint beside and use the keyboard. Next is autofill and flash fill. You already showing the autofill, same as again I am showing the SL number is 1 to 1. Then you have to use, then click the fill series. This is called autofill. This is called autofill. Then what is the flash fill? Flash fill means in here 50 is the number and you have to calculate, you have to multiply this number with the 50. So these then select the total column or total particular area, press the Ctrl E. To use the flash fill, we are using first name Ankit Das, the Moloy Sen, and then I type Ankit only. So Ankit means the first name and the Sen Roy is the last name. So we are taking the first name, then press Ctrl E. So Ctrl is a flash fill, automatically showing the same thing, taking the first name also without using any function, any formula or type manually. This is called flash fill. Flash fill is just a pattern oriented function flash fill, which is all understand your pattern of work. Like first I manually type the keys, so the extension is understand the I taking the only first name and remove the last name or not taking the last name, so he understand the pattern. Then the same thing done by using another the row data. So using the flash fill, just select that particular row where you want, press the Ctrl plus E. It is the shortcut of the flash fill. Quick redo undo go to, you already know the Ctrl Z and Ctrl Y. Ctrl Z jump to the specific cell, means in here I press Ctrl G. Then I take a reference of B2. So this B2 is already moved. So Ctrl G is to move the particular area using the reference. So then I take a B7, then OK. This is the B7, automatically move the selection. This is the Ctrl G. Next is the formatting mastery. Formatting is the most important function, because the other person, the layman who don't use the Excel, or he or she might want to work with the just for data as a visual. So with the using the formatting, first we can organize the data in proper manner. Then these visuals is outstanding, so anyone can understand at a glance by seeing the data. That's why the formatting is used. First is the number formatting, which is I already showing how to change the number formatting, the currency, the accounting. Then use the date format. Percentage, we can use this 0.75. This is the percentage, because equals to 75 divided by 100 is the same thing. So I have to move as a percentage format. First of all, we can use Alt H P means percentage, or you can use Ctrl Shift 5. 5 means also percentage. Next is the today date. Today date is 14/4/2025. But I have to use that kind of formatting like Sunday, April 13 and 2025. So to change this format, I have to go Alt H in and go to the more number format. This is the date function. As a date is multiples of date is here. So taking the first format, which is showing the date, day, then the date, day, and then the date. The calendar time in India is a Gregorian, and we are locating in India. So taking the OK, then it is showing today is a Monday and 14th April 2025. Tomorrow is the Poila Boishakh. Next is the time format, taking time 12 or 13 or 1605. 1605 is a railway format or 24 hours clock format. So using or move to the change to the number, to change the format, Alt H in customs, go to the customs, time. Then using the PM means 12 hour format. This is showing the 4 PM and 5 minutes, 4.5 PM. Next thing is basic things. Take a selection using the Ctrl A and remove those part. Ctrl A, and we have to format the table. Format the table, we have to use Ctrl H. Format the table, we have to use Alt H. T means table. There is a multiple format is here. We are taking this, but whenever using this format and press the enter, the pop-up is showing. Pop-up is showing this create table, and my table has header. First of all, this is not a table. This is called a range. It is right now is called the range. If we want to any format, predefined format, we have to convert this range to the table. Then select Ctrl A, Alt H, T, choose the particular color and format whichever you want, and it is showing my table as a header. Header means this portion, serial number, manager, salary, which is defined what is the meaning of from and what is the meaning of 40,000. Is the 40,000 is currency, wages, purchase, sales, credit note, debit note, what? This is defined by the header. So we have already the header that says the auto checking and showing my table has a header. If the header is not present, then it is the uncheck, and the written up is the same thing, my table is header, but this is not checked. And if we convert this table, then it is showing the column 1, column 2, column 3 as a header. Then it is converted to the table. Next is split view. What is the split view? First, we have to move the view section. This is a total data sets. First, press Alt, W, S means split. This is a split section. The split section is whenever you split the data, here you will get the split section. What is the split section and split view? First, go to the view section, then press split, or you can use Alt W S. This split is a four space splitting system. There is a header in always showing in the fourth section, and it can be scrolled. First, you can scroll upper side, you can scroll lower side, but whenever you scroll the upper side, both section is scrolled at a time. Also, whenever you scroll lower side, both section is scrolled. and the freeze system is not working here. If you freeze the data, freeze the top row, then split. The split section is working, but the header is not yet freeze. The header is not yet freeze because both the part is not work at the same time. You have to enable one thing at a time. Either it is a split free span or it is split. Hide is just to hide the total worksheet, each and everything, total workbook. You can unhide this. Next is our text to column features. It is very important thing. Text to column. Taking a customer name as another worksheet, pressing the Control N. My work is, the assigned work is, I have to split the customer name first. Customer name, first name and the last name. This is my assigned work. To make this, we have to select first the total range where main data is here. Go to the Alt A E, text to column. This is the text to column wizard. These are two things. One is delimited, then is it fixed width. Delimited means characters such as a commas or tab separate each field, comma or tab separate each field. Or fixed width is a aligned column with a space between each field. There is a, if we check, there is a splitting thing based on specific space. So we are using the fixed width. Go to the next. This fixed width is here, but it is not yet working because those things are not aligned. Few names are larger, few names are shorter. So move back, go to the delimited. Click on space. When you click on the space thing is bifurcated by using a particular aligned line. Then go to the next, go to the text, this is text data. So first name is here and bifurcated, and the last name is here. If we move back and go to the Alt A E, go to the delimited space, next, text, destination is B, not A. Change the destination B and the finish. So when you change the destination, the raw data is same as like before, and bifurcate data is splitted here. Find replace, you might know Control H and Control F. Please try Control H, and there is a all things are written here. Try. Next is the grouping. I will show the grouping in a pivot table because there is the most important thing. The same thing in the pivot table, the grouping, expand and color, and those are important. So I move to the another part, next part, and the grouping will be continue on with pivot table. Formula and functions. The formula and functions is the most important thing. What is the formula and what is the function? Many of you formula and function. What is the difference between formula and the function? Function means a single work. You have your mobile phone. The mobile phone has a settings to on your backlight torch in a notification section. Whenever you click this torch icon in your display, the backlight is automatically on, means your torch is on, and again you click on this icon, the torch is off. This section, the icon is just provide one function, either on or off, nothing else. Like that torch might create a visual something, might change the lunar, means light sphere, nothing, just on and off. So this is a function. Like in Excel, sum, most of you might use sum, max, average, mean, those are the function which is called, those are the function which is just doing the one thing. Sum, just addition. Average means average is the total value. Minimum, the minimum value. Max, derive the maximum value, just one thing. Again, when sum and if is working together, and it is called the sum if or sum ifs function. The two function is different approach but working together. Sum just to add, if used to just logical test, because if is a function, sum is a function, but both function working together. This is called the formula. Formula means when more than one function is working together, this combination or this collaboration of the function is called formula. This is very clear thing. Most of you don't know this, what is the function and formula. This is the basic things of function and the formula. First, taking a basic blank Excel, we are using generic formula first, then the library formula. What is the generic formula? Generic formula means, as we are know in school and college, basic summation, mathematical operation, without using any thing, just use number minus number, number plus number. This is called in Excel generic formula or generic function. And when use the library, like in a logical there is a lots of function, in a mathematical there is lots of function. When use any of these, this is a library function which is already installed or already in the Excel section. This is called library function. So first thing first, 20 20 20. To add something, whenever we are in Excel, to create any function, formula, anything, we have to use the equal sign. We have to use starting with equal sign. Go to the first cell. This is the cell address plus second plus the result is 16. However, we can do this within a second using the formula, like equals to sum. Press the tab. Whenever you press the tab, the each and every function is showing few things in the hover section, number 1, number 2 and dot dot dot. Then number 1, then number 2 is enclosed with the third bracket, then dot dot dot. Third bracket means it is a not compulsory, it is auxiliary, because you can sum the same one thing also, only 20, because you have to use one number mandatory. This is called the syntax. The syntax means the how and how the function or the formula working and their total way of work. The syntax in the basic form of in our daily life, if you want to understand clearly, like you are going to the office, so you might first leave the house or apartment, then go to the railway station or bus station, then you reach the destination, then you enter the office. In this part there might be the 4 and 5 steps we have to do in a regular basis to reach your office. These 5 and 4 or 5 steps is called the syntax, and reach your office is the ultimate result, because that's why you left the house at a certain time to reach there. Equal to sum, then take the total section B2 to B4, and this number is the starting cell and this is the ending cell. In hover it is showing 3R into and multiply with 1C, because 3R means the 3 row and multiplied with 1 column, just 60. But you can do the summation with a magical way. Press Alt equals to, this is 60. This is called auto sum. So what is the shortcut auto sum? Press Alt, then press equals to. This is auto sum. In here in the formula section, the auto sum is here. Then is average. Average is a very old type function. What is the meaning of average? N plus 1 divided by 2. This is a mathematical operation of average. Means you have a 3 number and the average will be the middle of the number, and to make it average, sum the all the number divided by the count of all number. Means you have a 3 number, total summation is 60, and divided by the, you have 3 number, that's why 3 divided by 3, 60 divided by 3 equals to 20. So you are doing the same thing. This is the average. This is what? Average. Whenever you write any function, go to the, using the navigation, go to the top, press the shift button, then down. The shift button is locking the first row, then it is expanded, and this is the 20, this is the average. So in here I say we have to use the equal sign. So can we use the negative sign also? Yes, we can. Negative, but the result will be in the negative format. This is the 20 in negative. So in here we can use equals to or the minus sign, but in general we are equals to, because we don't want every time the negative formula. Then is maximum and minimum value. Max is just taking the maximum value. There's a 20, just change it to 50. This is the max. If we want mean This is the minimum value. This is the minimum value. This is a basic function to do any mathematical operation in the. Before we move on to Excel all formula and function, we have to understand and learn the cell reference thing. What is the cell reference? Cell reference is kind of address of a particular cell. For example, I select this cell and the cell address is S4. As a definition, the how Excel handles cell reference is key to writing powerful formula that works dynamically across your sheets. Means if we have a formula and we have the opportunity to freeze the cell and or dynamically freeze or unfreeze the particular column or the row or both, those are called the cell reference. The cell reference has two types, like relative reference and absolute reference. Relative reference means that reference that change automatically when you copy a formula to another cell. Like in here, I addition to cell 10, 20 means this is 30. Then I copy this section. This is the formula. Then I copy. So this is the first cell, whichever I choose. When I copy, then the cell is changed and down from 20 to 30 means S5 and S6 because it is dynamically changed. Then again copy, this is change is his path dynamically S6 to S7, so 80. Then copy, right now this is S7 plus 8 S8. When this is not stick to any cell, this is just a dynamical function where if I copy and move it down, the all everything will be its reciprocal order. This is called the relative reference. But I have a number 10 and the 20. Then this cell and press F4 plus this cell. So when I press this cell along with F4, the column is started with the dollar sign and the row is started with the dollar sign. When both is starting with the dollar sign, both means column and row, this is called absolute reference. This is called absolute reference. Means your both column and row address is permanently fixed. For example, this is 30. Again copy. Then this is the permanently freeze, but this is dynamically change the red part S14. Again copy. This is 10 because this is permanently freeze, but this section is dynamically changed. If I put here the 40, then it is 50, 30, 40. But the same thing if I freeze this pressing the F4, then this section and press F4 first, then F4 second time. When second time, this is unfreeze the column because column is not started with the dollar sign. Unfreeze the column but freeze the row number, means this row number is locked but the column is unfreezed. Same as if I press again F4 third time, this is freeze the first portion of the column and unfreeze the row section, means the column is freeze but row is unfreeze. Again F4, this is completely back to the normal position, is a cell address S18, there is a no absolute or relative reference. Again F4, then again F4 second time. This column is not freeze because column is movable, but the row section is freezed. This is 30, then I put 20, 50 here and copy the formula here and there. When I copy, this is completely freeze, but this is S is dynamical and 80 is freeze, but when I copy here, the same as ST is dynamical because and the 18 is freeze. This is for 60. If I move again, this is 70 because the 10 and the 60. This is called relative reference, and when we freeze both first portion, this is called absolute reference. Specifically, when I use a single column freeze or single row freeze, specifically called the mixed reference, because this is not a perfectly relative, not a absolute, this is the mid position. This is called mixed reference. Let's move on to the formula function with the dataset. We have to complete the most common formula which we have to know. And if you like my video, my teaching style and the content, please like, share, subscribe. Please share to your friends and please subscribe. That's motivate me to create more video. Let's starting with the left function. What is the left function? Left function return n character from the start of string. N character means, and what is the string? String is the SUDIPTA. It is a string like a where which is connect or consolidated each and every letter or character. This is called the string, and we have to extract the third letter, first three letter of your name. So equals to left text. I take a reference because I have already the name, otherwise you can write the letter or whatever you want to use inside the layer. Please be in mind, whenever you enter a text value, you have to use a double quotation mark from starting and ending both side. This is the basic parameter if you are using the text function. So I have the cell address and we have to extract the third from the first third. This is SUD first third, because this is a left function. Left is counted from the left side, because from the 1 2 3 SUD. That's right is the same thing but in reverse order. From right side I have to gather the 4 digit of my mobile number, so use the right. This is the cell address and 4. So last 4 digit is the from the right side. Mid is to extract 5 character starting from the third character of the string. Means extract 5 character from the third character of the string. Let's do first. MID mid. First of all text, this is the text. Then it is said extract 5 character starting from the third character of in the string. Starting number is third character, number character is 5, and this is the cell. So the function work as a, this is a starting number, Starting number means 1, 2, 3. This is a starting number, and the number character is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a total 5 character. So I already declared the cell has a 5 character, and I have to extract from the third, because from the third CEL. Then is a len. Len is just to count the number of character in this cell. The len this is the len 5, character number 5. Find is to find the position of the substring case sensitive. What is the meaning of case sensitive and what is the non case sensitive? Case sensitive means small a, capital A equals to small a, otherwise small a equals to capital A. This is called not case sensitive. But if I have capital A equals to capital A, small a equals to small a, both the things is called the case sensitive. In a gist, case sensitive means the exact replica, the inner meaning is not is considered, the exact replica is case sensitive and is the same like 50-50 chance. So this is the same thing, or is a lower case or upper case. This is a not case sensitive. Let's find function which is case sensitive. We have to position the letter. We have to get the position of letter A. So just get the take a word starting from the A. Find the text which is A. Within the text, and the start number is the additional. You can put or you can ignore. This is a additional. So this is starting from the 1. So the A is looking for all the APBC and finding his position that I am starting. I am the starting. Next is search, is not case sensitive. So where the word data appears in a sentence, data within the text, or I can take the capital data inside the text. This is the starting from the 1. This is starting from the 1 because this is case not case sensitive. If I take same as data, this is also 1, and if I using the capital data, this is also provide me the starting number. Replace is just to replace something. And I have to replace old text. This is the old text. Starting number 1, number of character, I take a character. New text in the replace of XYZ will be www. equals to replace old text XYZ to replace XYZ starting number 1, number of character using the len function and replace with www. This is a www replaced. Substitute, replace the text based on content, text based on content. Replace all instance of a with @. So using the substitute text, this old text is a, new text @ replace. This is the thing using to hide your mobile number or sensitive data in a database where you are just enter your data inside a database and your data is encrypted and is showing the star star star. Upper is the change the formation from any word which is lower or normal to the capital format. This is upper, same as this is lower, same as proper. Proper means starting with the capital and other character will be in lower position as per English grammar. Text function to format number or dates as a text format. So this is a number, I have to change from number to a text. So value is a value and the formation will be 0.00 dot or 0.00 is a decimal part is showing. So convert, this is right now text, as I starting this file to say the what is the text and what is this numeric, and numeric plus text for what kind of data is showing in the left, right or the right position. If you skip or you are not remember, just move forward and watch this part in the timeline section. Next is the text join. Text join text to the delimiter. Text join is the coupling thing, like your train bogie, just one bogie is coupled with another. This is the same thing to join the text. Join the text, like here text join. I use a delimiter which is used as a join, like a coupling. True value means we ignore the empty cell, false value include the empty cell. We should ignore the empty cell, the true. Then the text is A, B, C. And one thing, when this is showing the third bracket, that is means this is the additional thing which is automatically increase as you enter or the concatenate multiples of thing. But the text one is a mandatory, text one should mandatory, and text 2 to infinite position, this is not mandatory as per your requirement. Though this is the text value. Concat things just to add, like Sudipto I add my surname. Before I have to add a space. To add a space in the double quotation, take a little bit space, then Chatterjee. This is the concatenation. So I take the first cell address, then use the text function. Then is the concatenate, the old function of the concat. This is if you are using the before 2019 2016 format of Excel version, you getting the concatenate, not the concat. But if you are using the 2021 365 2024 beta, then you get the concat. But in the latest version, concatenate also work. Concatenate, and this sign means the compatibility function. First is the Power Excel, next is the Power BI. So if I move this cell, this is the Power BI. Trim means the remove the extra space, means I have a lot of extra space. If you are looking this is a starting with the extra space. I have to remove the extra space. To remove, we should use the trim function. Those function is very important, like not for this purpose only, but if you are using the multiple function like array function, you have to use the function between the function. Like you are using a VLOOKUP, the lookup value has or have the extra space. So if you are using the trim function, trim before starting the lookup value, to automatically trim the extra space, and a VLOOKUP also work. So this all the function is very helpful and very important. Next is the clean. Clean is a non-printable data. Like if you scan something and get the data, like if I have the data, I will show you. No, this is not available right now. If you had the specifically data like Unicode character, or you have the line break, you can use. To remove this line break, don't use the manual function like backspace, use the clean function. Clean, then the line break is automatically disappeared. Then is the value function, convert text to the number. Convert text to the number. First we convert number to the text, then we convert text to a number. So value, this is already in the text position, so this is the text position, and we are using the link function, link. So this is the text portion, and this is right now in a number position. That's why this is from starting from right side, this is starting from the left side. Is number means to check, like you have a audit some file or database, or you are in the data cleaning process. So there might be possibility in this column the number and the non-number is mixed up. To check as a at a glance, use the is number. Is number means is this number. If is this number, it is showing the true. If not, then false. So use the is number. This is the true. If you time something, this is the false. Again true thing. Is text true. If 1 2 3 false. It is just to check the data. This is called kind of a auditing function. If it's a blank, is blank. Exact means check the data in exact, like mirror. You have to the exact, means exact. This Let's start with the date function. First function is today. So it returns the current date. So press the today and press the tab, and the result is here. Today is the 17th April 2025. Now returns current date along with the time. So equals to now. This is the current time 10:42. Date creates the date from year, month and day. So first of all equals to date. Year is 2025, month is 04 and 17th. This is 1704 and 2025. The difference between today and the date function is today is the automatic function, means if you close this Excel and open tomorrow, means 18, automatically date and date of date and the now function date and time automatically refreshed, because this is a dynamic function. But this date function is a manual entry based function. You are enter the 17th, means this is a 17th until you edit this function. Until they edit the function, this is the 17th. But before the two function is automatically changed whenever you open the file. Time function is the same. It is a manual function. Our is 10, 25, 40, 43 seconds, means it is a morning AM, so 10:25 AM. The difference between 10:43 and 10:25 AM, it is denominated along with the AM function, AM PM, and it is a generic. It is not the AM being not here, but if it is a 22, means additional 12, this is the night, means 22:43, means it is a night 10 PM 43 minutes, and it is the morning. This now function where it will use, this is a log generated function, means whenever you work in any kind of server app, might be channel programming, radio broadcasting, TV broadcasting, OTT broadcasting, whatever is done, is every second log is generated. The log generated with along with the date and along with the timestamp. It is called the timestamp because time along with the date is stamped and every second digit counted. So there is a now function is work. Day means returns the serial number. So find the date of the today. Serial number means just type today. This is the 17th, means we are using including the today function. Today function replicate the total date with month with year, but day is only return the particular only day, same as month. We are using this as a reference, same as year. We are using this as a reference. So this is a bifurcate, means it is the eliminating function, bifurcate everything. Hour returns the hour from the time. Hour is the 10 minute, same as seconds. Weekday returns the weekday as a number. 1 means Sunday, so weekday. Serial number, so serial number means the date. Return type has a multiple, means one is number 1 represents the Sunday through the Saturday, means the week started from the Sunday and ending with the Saturday. 2 means the from Monday to Sunday. 0 means Monday to Sunday. 11 means Monday to Sunday. 12 means Tuesday to Monday. So generally we are using the 1. This is the 5 day. 5 day means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, This is total 5 day is a weekday. Week number, serial number, same as return time, taking the Mondays, and this is a week number. If you are using Google Calendar or any calendar which is include your phone, there is showing this is a week number day basis. Then we have 52 weeks, and currently this is 16 weeks is going on. E date, return a date shifted by n month, means E date. Start date, and we have to get 6 months after the 6 month date, means 6 or 7. This is the year, this is the date, and we have to modify this in date function. Alt H N, Alt H N, this is 17 November 2025 after the 7th month. After the 7th month, this is 17th November 2000. This month is added. Your month, return the last date of the month shifted by n month. Find the last date of the next month. Your day, your month, start date, month, same as copy, Ctrl V, format. This will be the 30th June 2025. Last date of the next month. Net work day means the number of working day between the 2 days, exclude weekend. Net work day. So first we taking this 1/4/2025 and equals to 2 day. Net work day, start date, end date, how many days holiday is 4, means total. If I have a holiday, means 4 holiday between those date, so this is the total net working day. As the government and officially said, this between the working day, this is the calculation formula to create the network day. Network days, holiday. Suppose there is a 4 holiday between. This is 13. The dated if function. What is the dated if function? This is a hidden function in Excel. If you type dated if, there is no function is showing as a drop down because this is a hidden function. Dated if function used as to calculate your age. In the insurance sector, this is the most used function because to calculate the mediclaim person date means your starting date, means you have two date, like one is birthday and one is the age of 20. So Y is to year, M for month, D for date. So usually we are using the Y to calculate the age. Work day, return a date after an working day. Work day, start date, days is 5 days. Next working day will be 24 April 2025. After n working day, find the date 10 working. I am using the 5 or you can use the 10. This is the first way. Text is just the same thing. We already covered the text function. Let's starting with the logical function. First we learn the if function. What is if function and how it is work? If function work as a logical test, like a test that you assign a variable which is tested against another variable. If your result is same, means it is a true value, then what you assigned in the true value section, the result will be this. If not the false value, you have to assign a false value data or anything which is showing if it is a false value. As an example, if logical test the score is 85, if score is greater than 75, this is a logical test. If 75, then pass. If not, if this logical test is not provided the true value, then the false value, will be failed. There is a no definition or no hard and fast rule that you have to use the pass fail. You can use any text data here. You can use any text data or anything can be here. This is a pass. If I copy, go to the down and paste, then it is a result is a if. So it is a result of if I change this will be 86, then first result is change because the b2 greater than 86 let's decode. It is a false value, and the false value means the fail. This is why the fail. If error, like 6 divided by like there is an error. I created an error a divided by 2. This error if you want to eliminate this error, eliminate means to do not show any error. It might be a blank, then use if error. If error means if the error will occur. This if error, this value is if error, then it is a blank. Blank means quotation, double quotation and between a space. This is error. If 1, then a, this because this is not error, but if a divided by 43, make it a formula, this is a error. If na, like you are writing n oblique na means the not applicable error. Let's eliminate the na error. You can use if na. If na, use the same double quotation is a blank, or you can use found error, anything. This is a found error. Next is the AND function. AND function work as a true if all conditions are true. Means AND function means first of all you have a 2 or more than 2 logics, and all logic should be the true. Like if then AND first logical test is score is greater than 60, then logical test is attendance should be greater than 85. This is the AND function. AND function, it can be more. AND function cover, then if the true, then pass, else false. This is pass because both the logics are true, but if I change the logic, this is 55, this is a false because this logic is failed but this logic is true. If I decode this, totally false value. Why false value? Because b2 greater than 60 is false, true, but and use only one basis and getting the false, and 1 2 means everything is false and you get the false result. But same thing if I use the odd, this is passed because this is false, this is true, but 1 true means everything is true in this OR function. Not means reverse a logical test. We are using as a logical if this is greater than 85 means pass. If I using a not function, not which is reversal function, then it is failed. Reversal function means C2 is a true, but true which is inside include in a not function, true is changed to the false false. True is converted to the false. It's a reverse function. XOR, or in many public said this is a XOR, but is a XOR function. Is a true if one condition is true. Means XOR this is greater than 45 greater than 96, but it is showing true because first thing is true, means true if only one condition is true. If checks the multiple condition means if we don't need to use multiple of if, which is called the nested if. This is the outdated formula. B2 greater than 45, value if true, then logical test is greater than 45, then this is if I using the nested if, the if again the if again the if, and if function is the updated function of the nested if. Switch function to elevate value against the matches, convert the score and the descriptive level. Switch using the switch function. Switch is a 365 function, means those function is appeared at the end of the 2021, and this function is applicable on LTSC version of 2021, 365 and 2024 beta. Before before every Excel function like 2016, 2019, there is no function is appeared and this function is not work. Switch is expression Let's to starting the lookup function. What is the lookup function? Lookup function means to find something based on a certain criteria which is already available in a data set with a multiple of the same thing, multiples of kind of same thing, like a order ID. It is already available in your data sets with multiple of order ID, and based on this order ID, because this is will be the lookup value, I have to fetch the data as the customer name and total sale. The lookup formula used to extract data from particular data set might be this in your same Excel workbook or another Excel workbook which is link up with those formula. So first of all, we use the cult classic VLOOKUP. So what is the VLOOKUP? VLOOKUP means the vertical lookup. Vertical means they need the data as a column wise organized, and the header will be in column wise the header. This is called the vertical. VLOOKUP is the most used formula in Excel. However, we have another function which is better performed, which we will cover later. So starting with the VLOOKUP, so we have to choose the lookup value which is showing in the syntax lookup value, and then the table array. And before move to the table array, I must be point out the VLOOKUP always work from left to right order, never right to left, always left to right order. The table array means starting from your lookup value till your the result column. Result column means like your column customer name and your total sale. So this is a lookup, and I have to choose the table array. To move on the another data set, you can use Ctrl Shift page down, then move. Starting from order ID, we need total sale and the customer name, so we are choosing here till the customer name. Customer name means it is a 8 number column because it is showing here as a hover 8, say number 8 column. We always freeze your total table array using the F4, which is already covered is the absolute reference. Then comma, then set the column index. Column index means the mention the particular column name which is same as your result data set. Result data set means I need total sale, customer name first. Customer name means the 8 number, because this is I need the customer name, so we have to mention the particular column number 8, comma, true or false value. True means approximate match, false means exact match. Approximate match means kind same as the case sensitive, non-case sensitive, and false match is exact match, case sensitive. So we always move forward to the exact match, and for exact match you can use the false or you can use the 0. This is your customer name, same as, just copy and paste, but the customer name will be there if I copy paste. But why not? Because the lookup value is moved. Lookup value is a B4 and right now lookup value is your C4. C4. So go to the B4 and freeze your B. B means your column, because whenever you are copy, this will be B4 will be the B5, B6, B7 they are on, but B will be the same. So copy, then paste, then the total cell is not 8, this will be previous column, so it will be 7. This is total cell, just copy and shift down arrow V, control V, shift down arrow control V. So we done this using the VLOOKUP. We are done this using the VLOOKUP. Next we are using the two-way lookup function, and why it is the best I will explain. The two-way lookup function has two best thing. Don't need to choose the total table array. This is a hectic process, and this works from left to right, right to left, both side operation. That's why it said the two-way lookup. The two-way lookup function using starting with the index. Index function is generate the number like 1, 2, 3, 4 as a row wise. So first of all index. Index means your desired result. So your desired result to the customer name is age. Then comma, then the lookup function, and here we will look up using the match function. Match lookup is a B4, same as freeze the B, Then the lookup array means only the section 1 where the lookup value had this column, then 0 for the exact match. So there is no need to using the total table array, or only we have to left to right. This can be go left right both side. Copy, just paste, change age. This is the total set. Same as if you are using the latest function, and if you might know the latest lookup function is the x lookup. Same as lookup value, then lookup array, fetch, then return array. Return array means your desired result, means your column will be the age. Same as moved here and go to the G, and it will be the B. You can using the absolute reference. So these are the total lookup function which is very important. So first thing first, you have to practice more. Formula function is a 10% part of Excel, 90% part is your practice. Your first you have be accurate. First, don't use mouse, use keyboard. Accuracy, more practice, generate the accuracy, and you have to use the multiple kind of data, not a single practice set. You can use this practice set as a reference, but I suggest you can use multiple data set which is available by Google Kaggle, World Bank data. And if you want to join my class, link in the description. Data validation in Excel. Data validation helps control the type of data or values user can enter into a cell, improving accuracy and consistency. For example, go to the datasets and take a order ID as a header. I want this total is order ID, those order ID as a drop down value. Drop down value means the one order ID will be there, but I have multiple options to select. I can scroll down and select anything. So go to data validation and then data validation. The data validation pop-up show allow any value. I have a list, so I choose here from the list source, total source, and it automatically absolute reference. Press OK. So the data validation is here. So go to the drop down. This, if I copy, I have another drop down. For example, I remove those and take a data validation here. Data validation, list, source, data sets from here to end. Then I select 74. Then 232. So this is the very beneficial thing of the data validation. So you have a auto scroll, means auto drop down menu. Else I have another example of data validation. Go to the data validation, like a date and the between 1/4/25 to 17/4/25. So this is a data validation, and data validation enable for the inputting date. First I input 2/3/25. This is an error message showing. Error message showing the value doesn't match the data validation restriction defined for the cell. Means I choose 1/4/2025 to till today date. So in backdated I can enter. For a SOA or a financial analyst or an accountant, you can use those functions to restrict data input. Like now 2/4/25 will be entered. Those are the basic things of data validation. You can use the tutorial list for practice or using. So my question is, try the dependent drop down and provide the total process how you enable the dependent drop down using those tutorial and the data set pin in the comment section. This is your homework. Next, move to the table. This is most interesting, and if you are a data analyst, you have to use the table very effectively. What is the table? Till now we are using data set based on just range. The table is a powerful tool for organizing, analyzing and working with data efficiently. To create or quick convert a table, just select Alt Ctrl A, then Ctrl T. This is showing my table has a header because, and this is check mark because we already have a header. The animated thing is showing the total selection of the table. Press enter. Now it is a table. You can choose your theme accordingly. This is a table. So what is the difference between range and table? Difference between range and table is auto formatting, filter button, easier formula writing. Easier formula writing means I add another function, profit. This is auto formatting. Profit means sales into 5%, and this is the auto calculate. This is the auto calculate thing. So if you are in range, you have to copy the first, then go to the end, then select the total column, Ctrl V then everything will work. But is in a magic it work here, because this flash sign showing the stop automatically clearing calculated column or control auto stop option. What is auto stop option? Go to the formula, there is option calculate option. Our spreadsheet or specifically our Excel is based on auto inheritance calculator. If you know the Python, there is option in loop. Loop is just starting and never ending process. The same thing the Excel engine is work on based on those concepts. When the calculation is started, is never ending. That's not mean the calculation is automatically addition, deletion in own system. No, the calculation process is never stop. Whenever you input or change or manipulate anything, automatically calculation is done. Done where? In your table, because table is a dynamic thing, range is a stagnant thing. Range can't create a dynamic function. The range have done that function, but table had the function. Why this showing at the rate total sales? Why not the sale value? Because when you create a table, the total value is treated as a column header, not the particular cell. There is no particular cell address right now. This is in backend, but in front end you are showing as a header. At the rate means is a link up, like we are using social media, we link or hashtag at the rate use. This at the rate is used to just link up, means this value is under the total cell, whichever is g dot g, means total g column. But if someone say the table will be converted to range, there is option. One option is Control Z if your latest Excel, but your calculation also hamper because it is also reverse. Then go to the table design. It is only available when the table is activated. Go to convert to range. Then yes. Then the theme will be same, but it is right now a range, because these again go to the cell address. If you want to again table, Control A, remove this, Control A, Control T, then this is again table, go to the calculation, and then your table is showing at the G section, or the G is a freeze because it is a mixed reference. Why? Because right now first of all you convert a range to table, suddenly table get the authority to use your column header, then you convert the range, convert the table to the range from very basics, then you convert again the range the table. The table is converted to range, means your table table formation already inside your range, and the range formation showing the total expression of your cell address. Right now when you convert again the range to the table, the calculation sheet is same as the range. But try. One thing is profit plus 100 means profit plus 100. Then press F2. This denoted again the header. That means whenever you are in the table and suddenly added another column, then it is connected, the link up only with hash at the rate. Then if you want move down to the range, again table, the range system also be there, but whenever you add the column section will be activated using the at the rate. Next thing is table design. I already showed the table design. Table name changing will be to this is a total table, and go to the table name, the data. This is table name, but sometimes it's not working. So table 1. Next is the pivot table. What is the pivot table? Pivot means the orientation change of the data. This is the main thing of the pivot. Pivot are powerful way to summarize, analyze, explore large data set. To create a pivot, go to the data set and Control A. First you have to select the data, then press Alt N V T. This is called pivot flash. This is called what? Pivot flash, because before starting a pivot it is showing the pivot option to choose if you want to pivot in the new worksheet or existing worksheet or add this to the data model. Go to the next worksheet and then we taking categorical wise profit and payment method. So this is categorical wise total payment method, payment sum of profit based on payment method. Those area called the pivot fields. Those area called the pivot fields. This is called pivot field. What is the pivot field? To row, to what you want to show in your row, you have to move to the row. All numerical value will be in your value section. In your value section, like sum, count, average, max, min, product. All the payment method, whichever you want is a column section as a header, you can go to the column. If you want any particular filter, you can took as a filter in your date. So the filter is activated and the filter is, if you taking 7, 8, 5 to 7, 8, those are the filter. Else if you want to remove, just drag out. Next thing is the pivot timeline. Timeline only based on your date. Timeline has only based on your date. So timeline work as a from August to December. Again move. So this timeline is just update your data, and this is based on only your date. But what is slicer? Slicer means status. Status have a 3 point. It is just your button, like here, completed, cancelled, pending. This is difference between slicer and this is the timeline. Those are the basic things of the pivot or pivot table. If you want to get the advanced level of Excel, most advanced, as a data analyst, I have 10 years, more than 10 years of experience in the data analysis field in MNC. If you want to learn the advanced, please comment below, and please like, share, subscribe. These things help me to create more content like this. What is the Power Query? Power Query is a powerful tool for importing, transforming and cleaning data. It allows user to automatic repetitive tasks, making data analysis more efficient. The definition of Power Query is a data transformation tool. Excel, it allows user to extract, transform, load, which is called ETL, data from multiple sources, and it is integrated in Excel under the data tab. So go to the data, from get data, from file, from Excel workbook, go to the download documents, go to the data set. So this is the worksheet, and go to the transform data. This is your data set, which I already used here. The same data I gather from your Power Query. So if anyone say to merge the two data as a point to point, if you have to merge the data, no need to use copy paste. Go to append queries, append queries as a new. Append queries is using when all the column number and column header is same. The first sheet is sheet 1, second table is sheet 1, then OK, then it is the append section. So append section is added same data 2 times. So you can use the another file which you want to append but different data, but you have to same number of columns, same column header. So after the appending, go to close and load. Go to close and load means it move to the again Excel. So here in Excel, connecting to data source. So this is now 501 data, whichever is in previous 251. So right now the same thing is joined with the Power Query. If you my student, so you know the total Power Query have a more than 6 class, and in future there is a lots of Power BI class out there. Along with there is in tips and tricks and the shortcut, those are very important. So keep it download and practice it. And if you want to more class like this, like I am planning for a SQL class, just comment and don't forget to check out the description section. Thank you.